In this video, we're going to go over a very specific problem involving how to clean columns that have values that you want to be integers, but have a mix of different data types and then also have this NaN. So if you have a data set like this, and I'll show you the CSV here real quick in Excel. So in this data set, I have these rule properties that some of them are land and some of them have houses. So not every row has beds and baths data. Some of them do not have square feet. And then in a theoretical situation, some of them cannot have the acres column filled out. But that is the one consistent thing across my data set that does always happen. Now, what you'll need to do to work with that data in Python Pandas is you will need to condition it. So I'm going to walk through the code, how I did that. So I brought in the CSV, and then I made a data frame. So Kentucky Real Estate data frame. So Pandas read the data frame of my file path, which is right here. And I just accomplished that by up here in the files, uploading my CSV, and then I can call on it, bring it in, and work on it. Then this line, it says Kentucky Real Estate data head, and that just drops the top 5 rows. You could also do something like this and drop the top 10 rows. So we'll see more of the data, but overall you see it's kind of messy. So we can't really do math on this. Okay, so what we're going to do with that is we're going to group together all of the columns that should be converted to integer data types. So we're going to say price, acres, beds, baths, and square feet. Then we're going to make this function. So in this function, what it does is it says, okay, take a column for each column, bring that in, and then do pandas to numeric. It takes the column and then replaces the non-numeric values with NaN. Right, then it's going to fill in the NaN values with 0, and then it's going to convert the whole column to the integer data type. Now, this is important because I want to show you this. I'm going to comment this out with a hashtag. If I open this up, I can see all of the data types here. So when you see data type object, that's essentially a string. It's a non-numerical. Now, it's saying that it's a non-numerical, even though it has numbers in it. So that means that you can't do things like math on the column. So this is a problem for us. So this line right here is going to convert the column to the integer type. Okay, as type integer. Okay, and then through here, this will go through everything in numerical columns and our Kentucky Real Estate data frame. And then for each column, it's going to clean and convert to integer each column. And it's going to print out the data types. And here you can see all of our columns that we wanted to be numerical are now numerical. And then to give you an example, if I go through here and I say Kentucky Real Estate data head, and then I'll give the 10 rows of data. Here you'll see the beds, baths, square foot, and acres. Should be after we run this one. 1 second. Let's run that, then run that. There you go. Cool. So that was the old data. Now here's the new data. So now you'll see everything is nice and clean with numerical values or zeros where there are no values. So at this point, we can go through and we can do any sort of analytics, numerical, math, whatever, averages, sum, max, min, any sort of statistical work on these numerical columns, whereas we could not do that before. So I hope that that's helpful. You're going to need to do that on a lot of data sets.